beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a revamp of an old wig. So Saturday is my birthday and I decided I wanted like a orange type color wig. So this is an old wig that I have. It's an old wig, so I'm going to be bleaching it using the watercolor method. So what you need for this is I have 2 packs of these. I think I should have bought 3. Stop! I brought 2 packs of this. I think I should have bought 3 instead. I have for the volume developer by Clairol. I also have this one, which is the clear liquid one. Then I need gloves, of course, a brush, foil, and last but not least, a bucket. Well, I'm using a bucket for mine. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to go, so I'm just trying. So this is the amount I got out of it. We're going to add this one. So now I'm pouring in the liquid volume developer. I initially used 3/4, but eventually I put the rest in because the consistency was not mixed enough. So I'm just here mixing, and there you go, I'm pouring in the rest of the developer, and I'm mixing well, and then I'm going to pour in the cream volume developer, and then I'm going to mix, and then that's going to be the consistency that I want before I pour in the hot water. Make sure to get the corners of the bucket if you're using a bucket. If you use a flat pan, it would work better, but this is what I had at the moment. And now I'm pouring in the hot water, and I'm just gonna mix it out, make sure everything is not sticking. So now I'm taking the hair and the brush, and I am dipping the end of the hair first because I wanted the end to be to start processing first before I get to the frontal. So now I'm just working the brush in the hair after dipping it because I wanted to reach every strand. And trust me, this was hot. I was practically burning myself. So I'm dipping the hair, taking it out, brushing it, dipping it, taking it out, brushing it. And if you look closely, you can see that it started to process properly. So that's exactly what I wanted. So now I'm dipping the entire hair into the mixture. So I'm dipping the front, combing it out a little bit, putting it back in, and I'm making sure that I press it down so that the mixture can reach every bit of the hair. Then I'm gonna put some foil paper over it and leave it for about 15 minutes. What the foil paper does is it holds the heat inside so that the hair can process. So after the 15 minutes, I'm now removing the foil and I'm taking the hair out just to see where it's at. It's not quite there yet, but as you can see, some parts of the hair did process and some didn't. Well, this worked out to my advantage in the end. So now I see where the hair is at and I gave it a good brush. I'm putting it back in, but I'm dipping the frontal in first and I'll be leaving it for 10 minutes. As you can see, lift it a little bit more and we're getting somewhere. It still wasn't where I wanted it to be, but I'm gonna wash it out, let it air dry, and come back and see how it looks when it's dry. So, so as you can see, I'm washing out the hair and it's a nice pretty brown color, but I wanted it to be lighter, very lighter. So I'm just washing it out and I'm gonna add some Shimmer Lights purple shampoo so I can get rid of any brassiness. So I'm just pouring Shimmer Lights on the hair and now I'm gonna add a little water and work it in. Then I'm going to use the brush so that it gets to every strand and I'm going to leave it in the bucket for 5 minutes. So now I'm just washing the Shimmer Light shampoo out and then I'm going to put it to air dry. So this is the hair color, how it's looking. This is not how I want it. I want it to be more orange. So I'm gonna do it a second time. So I'm gonna use 3 more packs of this. I need 3 more packs of this. Please be mindful because the fumes from this, it's so strong. So I'm doing it beside a door, but you can use like a mask or something. I'm not using one. That's unhealthy for me, but that's fine. Going in. This is a different brand, but it's the cream volume developer. So as you can see, I did not run a brush through it because I didn't want to get into all the strands. I just wanted it to lift the darker parts, and it also worked out to my advantage because it gave you some highlights and some lowlights. And yeah, so I left it there for like 10 minutes, and then I put the frontal in so that the frontal can lift as well, lighter, and leave it there for what, 10 minutes after I covered it. And then I looked at it, I swirl it around again in the mixture, and then I left it for an additional 5. So yeah, as you can see, some parts are getting darker or lighter. It started to get blondish, and then the darker part is starting to get orange. Do you see that steam? Look at that steam. Look at that steam. See, you know I'm burning myself. But I ended up liking it. So I'm just looking at it, and I'm gonna leave it for 5 more minutes. So this is how the hair is looking. Yeah, after I did it twice, my camera was dying, so I just hurried up. So I washed it out, and then I went in with neutralizing shampoo. After I washed it with neutralizing shampoo, I went in with the proper shampoo. And yeah, that was it. I did, and I let it air dry. I lost some of the curls, but that was fine. And yeah, this is how it's looking. This is how it's looking. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful and you can save your money. This is a 2-year-old wig. Everything will be linked in the description box. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye, beauties.